welcome to game number 4 of today for day number 6 of season 5 of Star Series for StarLadder 3D Max, taking on Team Empire for the last game of today for Star Series. And it's taking a long time before the first ban comes out from Empire, and they're actually taking into the bonus time, making me believe that I was gonna say making me believe that something went wrong, but that wasn't, never mind. Calm. Okay, so we're gonna have a quick look at the standings so far, because Empire actually no longer on top, but still unbeaten. So they're not on top because, of course, Virtus Pro just got 3 extra points. The previous game is not updated with it just yet, so that's the game between No Tidehunter and Fnatic, which was it Fnatic? Yeah, it was Fnatic, what am I saying? Which puts Fnatic actually also higher than Empire, but Empire can't be on par with that, can actually be on top again if they win this match. They continue their undefeated streak for StarLadder Star Series so far. So we're gonna see them trying to do that. At the same time, 3D Max, they have lost both games that they've played so far, so they of course don't want to have another loss to their name. And they will want to win. There we go. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I have to turn it off. So if you want to watch those standings for yourself, you can do that. Ooh, whoops. You can do that by yourself. You can go to StarLadder.tv and then go to the Dota 2 section, click on League, and you can see everything there. There's, by the way, an English flag there, or British flag, that you can click on so that everything is actually in the language that you can understand. So that's also fun. Sorry, slightly distracted there. We have got a Wisp, Batrider, Lone Druid, and Nyx Assassin getting banned out. And Empire, they pick up a Keeper of Light. Now I have to say, there is actually our Empire likes to play. Sorry, I'm not saying like, because I'm not sure if that they actually do. Empire have played quite a bit of Silencer over the last couple of days, and I would be quite interesting to see if they're gonna try to do it again. They're playing it most as support, but we also seen them using it as a farmer in the offlane. In an aggressive tri-lane actually, what am I saying? Yeah, that's the offlane. So 3D Max to pick up the Gyrocopter together with the Darkseer, already having 2 strong heroes at that. And we're probably gonna see them picking up the Bane if they're allowed to. It's gonna depend on Empire because they also like to play the Bane and they also like to play the Gyrocopter, so that one just got denied them. But then again, if you don't have a Gyrocopter, there's always other options.
10 seconds remaining.
Just depends on what you want to be getting there.
5 seconds remaining.
Like the normal lineup that we see from Empire is having someone on the safe lane farm, Funnick, having an aggressive tri-lane, and Scandal mid doing some crazy shenanigans. But I'm kind of curious to see if they're going to do the same thing here, or they're going to try out something different considering they don't have the Gyrocopter. But they can still get the Silencer. Actually taking their time here. Giving me time to drink, because I haven't really done that enough today, apparently. Sorry, while we wait. Queen of Pain, solid pickup. There we go. Okay, so. Phantom Lancer. Who else is excited? I don't hear anything. Nah, it's okay, it's okay. Phantom Lancer, Keeper of Light makes for aggressive dual lane if possible, so we might actually see them trying that out. Queen of Pain, of course, by Scandal, always enjoyable to watch. And the thing that I said last time as well, I mean, Hester Joe Rotten, the mid player for 3D Max, is actually his signature hero is Queen of Pain. And last time we saw him up against the Queen of Pain, he was also with the puck. And the thing about, having a signature hero is that you know how to play him. But more importantly, you know exactly how you can be countered because people have countered you before, so you know exactly what to do if you were up against the Queen of Pain. So he's going to try to do that as a puck, most likely. We have seen him win in the lane before. If he's won a lane against Scandal, not so sure. Not so sure. It's not the easiest thing in the world as Scandal is considered to be quite a strong mid player. Shadow Demon gets banned out by Empire. We do have just lacking of supports on 3D Max's side. We have, I mean, Gyrocopter could be a support, but in theory they don't, because every single one of those heroes that 3D Max has could be going into the mid lane, or could be going into the solo lane. In a solo lane, like Gyro mid, Puck off lane, Darkseer safe lane, etc., or vice versa, or swap those around. The same thing can, I guess the same thing can be said for Empire with the Keeper of Light in the long lane solo, but we're expecting Keeper of Light to get it with the Phantom Lancer. So that means that 3D Max probably wants to ban out either another support to go with the Keeper of Light and the Phantom Lancer, so maybe like something like a Rubik or a Bane still would be perhaps a good one. And banning out some of the solo lane heroes that Empire likes to pick up, like a Klinks or something like that, would also be a nice ban, as they're taking their time going into their bonus time. So far though, Empire has used way more time than 3D Max has, so they still have got quite a bit of time. We have a Earthshaker being banned out, interestingly enough. We have seen Earthshaker a couple of times, but well, not as much lately, so I'm quite surprised to see that one being banned out. But that's a great hero to have if you're up against an aggressive tri-lane, so maybe this is a hint from 3D Max that they're gonna be going for an aggressive tri-lane with that Gyrocopter, but that also will make sure that Empire know exactly what to ban out. Now, one thing we have to keep in mind is that 3D Max have got second pick, so if Empire doesn't ban out a Bane, we're probably gonna see Empire picking it up, because otherwise they would ban it out, because Bane goes very good wow, English. Bane goes nicely together with the Gyrocopter. Awkward indeed. So, there's the Bane. They knew that would happen as well. If the Empire doesn't ban out the Bane, well, 3D Max had to, even though they would have liked to have it. They're not going to risk Empire getting that, because Silent has been playing Bane so much lately that we can call that a signature hero. And we still have Magnus in the pool, by the way, so you might see a ban out for that one, since both lineups could still get it, even though I think it's more useful for Empire than it is for 3D Max, considering I already said that we're going to expect 3D Max to already have their lines complete this way.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, Undying being banned out by Empire, so we might see another tri-lane hero being banned out. We still have Rubik in the pool. Of course, a hero that is no, we don't have Rubik anymore in the pool. There we go. That was quick. I don't like it when they just ban out the things that I just start talking about, because then it kind of disrupts the whole thing that I'm talking about. I guess it's good because, you know, I obviously said it right, but still, and Magnus are also banned out. So no Magnus, no Rubik. Now what are they gonna get? Are they still gonna get a Klinks? I mean, the possibility is there, and I mean, there's plenty of options still for supports, even though it's not really, I mean, you don't really have a Bane, a Shadow Demon, or a Rubik anymore, but you still have the Jakiro, for example, or even the Naga Siren, who we have seen being played as a support as well. I mean, that a Snare is pretty nice together with the Keeper of the Light. And
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, yeah, we could even see a Venomancer or a Crystal Maiden, or, you know, you name it, it's all there. But which one are we going to pick up? Or Leshrac. And now I have to say, Leshrac is quite surprising to see him here, because there's no real stun that he can follow up on, so he has to just count on that lance to hit, and then, or lances hit regardless, of course, when you aim them, but it is only slowed for a short period of time, so you can still dodge it if you're on the opposing team of that. But we're going to count, of course, that Leshrac is going to be landing some perfect hits, because these players are professionals. Let's see what 3D Max have got in store for us. I mean, if they're going to go for an aggressive tri-lane with the Gyrocopter there, their options for supports are kind of limited. I mean, yes, the Jakiro is still nice, as is the Venomancer, but it's no Shadow Demon or Bane. It's no real setup hero. Maybe a Vengeful Spirit even, but perhaps. Well, actually, I can call them setup heroes. I mean, if an Ice Path hits or if a Gale hits, that's a setup. True. Let's see though, they're ticking into their bonus time quite heavily now. They only have 25 seconds left. And now that they know what lane they're going to be dealing with, Maybe we see them, I don't know. Okay, you can't really rethink your strat if you already have 3 heroes that require their own lane.
10.
Sand King.
Ooh.
Radiant team pick.
Sand King. Now we haven't seen him for ages, and I have to say I love that. Well, we have seen him actually, but Sand King, he makes for big plays. Normally. He definitely does. We have got, of course, the Burrow Strike, Epicenter, Blink Dagger if he gets it up, and he also is a nice hero to go with the Gyrocopter. I mean, if he gets a Burrow Strike, there can be a Gyrocopter close by, and that's going to be a Silencer still picked up for Empire. Told you so. And that's going to be putting Sand King in a bit of a sad spot, because actually, if you're going to go Burrow Strike, Epicenter, Blink Dagger thingy, and you're close by a Silencer, or does it still count? I don't think so, because the Aura is not there anymore. You can still get silenced though. Scores a great counter.
10 seconds remaining.
Just pop that ulti as soon as you see someone channeling it, and that's gonna be 3D Max playing it safe. So Gyrocopter with Sand King on the top lane, Enchantress in the jungle, Ace on the off lane with the Darkseer, and that's gonna be Puck in the mid lane. Oh god, I love this. We're gonna see something different. We are gonna see Scandal solo with Silencer. Now that's something that I've been looking forward to since Friday, because we've seen Silencer on the aggressive trial lane. We've seen Silencer as supports. We've seen Silencer as more supports and more supports and more supports. But I personally have not seen Silencer as an aggressive mid lane hero, and that means that it is gonna be Hasta Joe who is gonna be up against him most likely. Summertime. I think Funnick is summertime.
Seconds remaining.
Funnick will be on the bottom lane, on the Queen of Pain,
5 seconds
and then an
remaining.
aggressive trial lane. Something like that. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm also wondering when you can... I'm gonna check out the chat when he gets picked up. And more so, I'm gonna check out the chat when Scandal picks him up. There you go. So let's see who's playing what. We have Hayek playing the Sand King. It is gonna be Hesta Joe Rotten on the Puck. Silencer we meet again. Oh, again that means that maybe they scrimped. Damn it! Otherwise I missed a great match. But Candle says, good luck and have fun. These teams are friendly. We're gonna have Ace playing his Darkseer. Signature hero of him is gonna be Eremita playing the Enchantress. Is gonna be going to the jungle, and last one of course is Noya, who's gonna be playing the Gyrocopter. Or maybe last time there was apparently... Oh, it was you who played it when we won.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh. Oh well, it's gonna be. I think this is Funnick. Summertime on the top lane. Gonna be Queen of Pain. It's gonna be in the mid lane. Scandal on the Silencer. Yeah. Woo. Sorry, I will be normal from here on out. Goblek on the Keeper of Light. Blow your brain on the Phantom Lancer, and that will be Silent up on the Leshrac.
The battle begins.
I like it when teams are friendly like this towards another. I mean, it's okay to be not saying anything or just good luck and have fun, but it's you know, smiley faces. Smiley faces make some stuff better. But I don't know. Might be me. Might be me. But we're gonna see the middle lane a lot because I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna go. Does this mean a safe lane on the a safe lane on the thingy? Yeah.
Denied.
The thing about it, by the way, phase shift doesn't cost any mana, so that doesn't clean out the curse, by the way, in case people are wondering about that. But you can use it to just dodge one of the ticks from the curse. So that's nice. In the meantime, it's gonna be Ace already getting stunned up by Silent, but Ace is gonna be able to get himself away. Actually, didn't skill anything yet at all. Now he gets an Iron Shell. But this is gonna be a safe lane for Blow Your Brain. He's gonna be able to farm freely. He's gonna be able to farm freely for Noya as well, as Summertime is just sitting here gaining experience. That's all he wants to do. That's all he can do. Because those stuns will be very annoying towards him. In the meantime, this is gonna be the lane where we're gonna be looking to most, because we're probably gonna see some ganks coming out of that one as well. As we have got Hasta Joe on 2 for 2 with Scandal on 2 for 1. Yoo-hoo. Oh, someone says I shouldn't check the chat now. Damn it. Anyway, We're also gonna see some aggression probably coming from this guy because, I mean, if you pick up an Enchantress, you pick her up instead of a Chen. And the main difference between them is, with an Enchantress you can be aggressive way earlier than with a Chen. So we might see her already going somewhere together with Hayek. They have got the level 2s. They've got a Troll Warlord. They've got 2 Trolls actually. And they have a Smoke in their inventory as well. And they're gonna go, let's see where they're gonna go. If it's gonna be Silencer. I mean, the thing about Silencer mid is, yes, he can harass 1-on-1 very nicely. But he doesn't have an escape mechanism. So he's gonna have trouble if he's gonna get ganked. He doesn't know something is happening, there is no wards up for him, but apparently his spider senses do tell him that he should be sticking onto the south side of the map. There's gonna be Ace getting chased down again, but again gonna be able to stay alive. It's gonna be from the sideline, it's gonna be double damage. Queen of Pain is gonna come in for Hester Joe, but he's gonna be netted up or flying through, and he's gonna be in trouble. His blink away is still there, but it's only a level 1 blink, and that is the first blood. Hester Joe picking it up. No support for that, but at least Hayek not getting an assist for that one. In the meantime, Ace, he's fine. An assist at least going the way of Ermita. But that's still going to be Hester Joe getting fed a kill in the mid lane. Scandal at least not dying, so that's lucky for him. The gank being caught by the Queen of Pain, but still not something that Queen of Pain was aiming for. Dive past the tower. Ace, trouble for him. Let's blow your brain. Landing a lot of harassment, a lot of lands. There's a surge. It will be enough to get away, but he will be, well, he will be popping himself. He can't be sticking around here. More mana can be given to Blow Your Brain. Blow Your Brain actually very low. Has to be careful there as Ace is chasing him down, but it's not going to be enough. He has a self. He will be fine. And Ace knows that as well. In the meantime, Summertime on the bottom lane. Top lane, sorry. Trying to get some experience going here for her. I mean, she's now died once and gonna be having a tough time. I would expect. More curses up. Hester Joe already out of mana, so we'll be taking the curses like a man from now on, and he's level 2 up on the curse as well. So it's very, 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 very annoying to deal with. The only upside is that curse costs quite a bit of mana for Silencer. But look at that harassment. There's another curse, and that's gonna harass him out of the lane unless there's a bottle incoming, which there's not. And that should be putting Hester Joe away from that place as Ramita comes in to maybe take over, or maybe better yet heal his teammates, as that actually was a salve. Oh no, yeah, I was gonna say wasted, but no, he's still in his inventory. Scandal in the meantime gonna be brought himself some goodies, or misses a rune rather, and then goes for a bottle crow. So we do have Hester Joe picking up the haste rune, so we'll be having a happy time with that as we have a gank set up. Hayek coming towards the top lane. Homing missile is gonna hit. The blink is still there, of course, for Summertime. And he will get hit by the homing missile. There's the burst strike as well, no escape for him. Second kill of the game going to 3D max. In the meantime, Ace is gonna get chased down again. Silent, can he get a stun in? No, he cannot. Try to, but realized that he wouldn't hit it and then backed off again. So I really want to check if that is actually Funnick right away, but I mean, let me know in the chat if you are okay with me checking if this Summertime is Funnick. Or if it's not. Feels like Funnick should not die 2 times in a row already, but you know, it might also just be 3D Max doing the okay here for themselves. Tower is gonna get pushed. In the meantime though, the bottom tier one is also gonna get pushed on 3D Max's side. I mean, it's already pushed slightly, well, very slightly actually. A lot less than I thought it would be. But the push up from 3D Max is a lot powerful. Burst strike misses and Summertime will be able to be safe. The tower will not be denied, most likely. Most likely. Homie missile, gotta make sure that nobody comes close. There we go. It is Enchantress that picks up the tower gold, so getting some extra gold for herself. As she is, well, she needed that, to be fair. She's been hovering around a bit, so she needed that. She needed boots. In the meantime, Puck. Whoa, wait, what? No. Ah! So that was 2 kills. Silencer killed off the Puck, still with the curse, and Puck killed off the Silencer with the orb, most likely. A 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane. My bad. Happens. In the meantime, again, Summertime gonna be blinking herself away. Ward gets placed, so there's gonna be more aggression coming in here. Noya not really ready yet to let the creep wave push in. Hayek gonna be harassed. I mean, that curse is Level 3 is just so annoying. We do have another lance up on Ace. Ace hasn't died yet, so I have to say he's doing quite okay. We know what kind of annoying lane this can be for anybody actually with the Phantom Lancer Keeper of the Light, but he's doing okay for himself. Having said that, I do know that Goblik is now standing in the mid lane, so there's no Keeper of Light behind that Blow Your Brain right now. It's just a Leshrac, but it's still quite nice to see. Fortification goes off, so they want to defend their tower. As well, Ace is just going to be happy that he's actually getting some form of experience. We do have a slight, of course, dip in the gold graph for the tower that goes down in the top lane, or was going down in the top lane, and of course the kills helping out as well. With the experience graph also in favor of 3 max, just for the kills. Check if it's Funnick. I will do that right now and hope that I won't get kills, miss kills. I'm gonna have to do that by the Steam profile, of course. As where is it there? View Steam profile. Yeah, Funnick. Checked. Wow, that went fast, so it's Funnick. There we are. Confirmed! Gonna be totally out of the ooh, nice Dream Coil. Silence goes off. Global silence and the curse and the last word scandal. He will go down, but maybe he'll take Joe with him, or at least set up for a kill for his supports to do, as he is gonna get chased. Bottle charge hit and the orb will fly through, will not hit anybody though, and Silent will actually be dropping from the sideline. Evermita coming in with the last hit. Edict still cleaning out the creeps, but it doesn't matter. 2 kills go in the way of 3D Max. An Empire. Not feeling like the Empire we're used to. Or maybe just Silencer mid not working out, and Joe apparently having experienced that Silencer mid before, now knowing how to deal with it. 23 for 6 in the meantime, up on last hits for the puck with the Silencer, 28 for 9. So it is still slightly in favor of Scandal on last hits, but with the kills now going the way of 3 max, I would say that would definitely be the mid lane won by Joe Rotten. As he pops a haste rune, let's see where he's gonna go with that. Is he just gonna check out different runes, or is he gonna go for the Goblak who's hitting around there? The ward, of course, scouting him out. And he's gonna look for him and he won't find him. And he of course ran straight through this ward from the Radiant team, so yeah, Goblak knew what was coming for him, who was coming for him rather. In the meantime, we have 10 last hits for Funnick on this top lane. Not really all that much, but well, he died twice, so he's really not doing all too well for himself. Blow Your Brain though, he's doing very nice. He is the highest farmer on the map, though of course close behind is the... Oh, wait a second, Silent, you're dead. That's the Joe. One more hit needed. Oh.
Oh, impurities.
Nice face shift.
Ingratitude.
This is, it must be so annoying if you're constantly, for example, getting dodged like that. It's like very annoying that bye bye from the puck. Silence missing actually, and Funny gonna be able to get away from that. But yeah, that is still a Blow Your Brain being very nice on his farm, and of course, as said, it is Noya that's also not doing all too bad for himself. And with the Flak Cannon, actually, it can be perhaps slightly considered a counter towards the illusions from Blow Your Brain. Not saying it completely because you know, it is not really, but it can be working out like that depending on how the game is going and depending on the situation of the fight, etc. So, but late game, I would still, if you would put a 1 versus 1, it is gonna be Phantom Lancer that's gonna win it from the Gyrocopter. In the meantime, it's gonna be Ace finally gonna get cleaned out. Leshrac not hitting. They used 4 heroes for that one. And Blow Your Brain. Oh, actually no, they used 3 heroes. Blow Your Brain not even getting an assist for that one. But Leshrac not hit. The Sonic Wave was there actually. First time Funnick used that one. As Sand King and Enchantress coming out of the jungle. Let's see what they can do here. Summertime standing at the ready. The ward up on the high ground. Gives him all the vision he needs, but he doesn't have any mana to do anything else but scream. That's the scream. Not the Sonic Wave scream, the other scream. Illuminate gonna fly through. Phase shift not gonna be in time. That's gonna be death of him. Hester Joe, no bottle charges for him, and the last word should be getting the kill. There we go. Scandal picking up his second kill of the game. In the meantime, Lance hitting up on Ace again is just getting harassed away. I mean, if you're gonna be leaving Blow Your Brain alone... Ooh, actually, Blow Your Brain taking a lot of damage there, but he is gonna be away with the double walk. I was gonna say, if you're gonna leave Blow Your Brain alone for too long, he will be pushing down your tower, so it's good to have someone here constantly, but it's still gonna be very annoying to be up against him. I mean, you can never be really complacent if you're up against a Phantom Lancer like that.
Dire's middle tower.
Let's just put up the net worth for now, because that is a bit more important than the last. It's nice with these kills going left and right. And of course also with the tower going down already. It is going to be still the Gyrocopter that's ahead. Partly due to the tower, of course, only 400, there's like 300 gold difference. We have the gold graph slightly in favor of 3D Max. Again, tower making a difference. And experience graph with the 3 kills extra. Which is actually 3 kills is less than this amount of experience that you see in favor of 3D Max right now. So it is Empire that's getting a bit more on the lanes. Dream Coil hits, but do they have any vision on invisible targets? I don't think so. There's a silence. Lawyer Brain is now gonna get hurt a bit by the Iron Shell, but it's gonna be fine because Esther Joe is gonna be ganked by teammates, and there's no escape if Funnick jumps himself onto the other side of the path, and Ace is gonna be able to get himself out of that place. A lot of support coming in for that Blow Your Brain, who's gonna be able to stay alive. And I mean, why gank a Shadow or Phantom Lancer when you don't have any dust or sentry wards? Beyond me. In the meantime, we almost have an epicenter up on the Sand King. Hasn't really been able to farm that much. He has been in 1 kill so far, and he's been getting some experience with the creeps and with Enchantress, of course, in the jungle, helping her out. Enchantress level 7, but in the meantime, curious to see what kind of farm she's gonna be getting, if she's gonna be going for that Aghanims, or if she's gonna be going for the carry or the supporty build that's gonna be building up the mechanism. Because otherwise, who's gonna be building up the mech? Is it gonna be the Sand King? But he doesn't have enough farm for that, and he wants to go for Blink Dagger, silencer or not. He wants to be standing at the back while casting the epicenter so that the silencer doesn't see him. That would be his item of choice, I would guess. We'll find that out at some point. Maybe Darkseer going for the mech and the pipe. It has been done before, so it could be the case as well. And that will open Enchantress up for going for a bit of a semi-carry build. As we have got a Burst Strike up on Scandal. It is going to be Scandal also silenced up and Dream Coil down. And that's going to be an impetus to clean him out. Solid gank from him with a Burst Strike to set it all up from Hayek. And it's gonna be, ooh, Iron Shell is gonna be silent running into Ace. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do. Lashrek's on, not gonna hit because the vacuum is there to cancel out the animation. That's a clean kill for Ace. In the meantime, it's gonna be Godlak. It's gonna be scouted out by Noya. Burrow Strike from the side, Godlak. It just feels like 3D Max, they're everywhere right now. And I have to say, I mean, I have to give it to them, like, you'd think, like, okay, you know what, they must have vision somewhere. Look at their vision. Look at their, okay, I can't draw circles, let it be known, but look at their vision. And this just disappeared, was a word around there as well. So word around there as well. They have got the vision in the entire bottom map, and they're gonna go for this middle lane. Scandal gonna get a homing missile up on him, but he doesn't care. The rest doesn't care, actually. Hayek has to care. He has to back out, but the tower is still gonna be taking a lot of damage there, and is still gonna go down, most likely with the next creep wave coming in. Unless Empire can do something against it, which they can. Funny coming in with the blink, trying to deny, but won't be in time. And that's gonna be a tower, second tower on the game going down, and the second tower on the game also on the side of Empire. $3,500 gold in the meantime up on Blur Brain. I mean, we have to give it to 3D Max. They're doing good, yes, but they are up against 4 versus 5. It feels like, with Blow Your Brain not really leaving. He's got 1 assist, yeah, okay, that's because he got dive, and the one that ganked him were actually the one that got taken down. But other than that, he's not been anywhere bar on the bottom lane, bar gank, bar farming, I should say. Oh, silent, 1 more hit away from dying, and that's gonna be the kill. Nice phase shift again, dodging out the stun.
Creatures.
And gets away with the haste rune. The Fusel Blade now up for Blow Your Brain. So, I mean, even with 3D Max being this far ahead, because they are pretty far ahead at this stage of the game, 15 minutes into the game, Blow Your Brain can turn everything around. Because, you know, he's a Phantom Lancer. Yep. Ace might be trying to do something there though, but he doesn't have any way to scout out Blow Your Brain. All he can do is harass. Talking about harass, Blow Your Brain is just harassing back just as hard. In the meantime, here comes Enchantress. Still no sentry wards for her. Let's see what she's gonna do. Has to Joe. Gonna wait for this 16-minute rune, see if he's gonna get lucky. As in the meantime, it's gonna be Empire that's just gathering up on Blow Your Brain. They realize that's gonna be their hope, and they're gonna have to protect him. Invisibility rune by Has to Joe. And they know where everybody is, and they're gonna come together. The rest gonna come in as well. Who are they gonna find first? Scandal has, of course, still got that silence. It's gonna be Silent that goes down first. There's the global silence. Curse going off as well. It's gonna be Scandal that's gonna be the first target here. Rocket Barrage still gonna hit the moment the silence is off. Sonic Wave on the side. Hits on 2, but there's gonna be Nature's Attendants helping out. Why is the fight all over the place? It's gonna be Godlike that goes down. Double kill going the way of Hasta Joe. Dream Coil doesn't hit because Funnick was already away. Lance still hits upon Hayek, who's gonna go down to the Shroud of Funnick. Now the surge up from Noya won't catch up with Funnick because there's gonna be the blink away again. We do have a silent now up on Lawyer Brain, but he is gonna be fine. Last word hits upon Hasta Joe. TP out from Scandal. There won't be anything to stop him from doing that, and there he goes. 2 for 1. What a messy fight. I mean, it was good for both teams, I would say. I mean, they could have both teams could have lost more, even though it was a bit better for Empire than it was for 3D Max. 3D Max was the one to initiate, and Empire only lost their 2 supports. But really, that was like a wild goose chase around the forest right there. And they're gonna go on with Empire. They want to back them off. They want to stop them from taking down the tower. Lance hits. Sandkin coming around, puts down a sentry ward finally. Something to scout out that Phantom Lancer, and he realized that, so he's gonna probably back off to farm somewhere else. Blink there gonna open Hasta Joe, shows it by going up on Funnick, and there comes the epicenter. Shrexon was slightly too late, and Scandal will take a fall. No global silence this time as Hayek is gonna be going down to the last word. There we go. Illuminate also still flying through as there's gonna be Hasta Joe going for Silence. Silence still lands a stun upon nothing. Goes down as it's gonna be Eremita who's gonna go down as well. Phantom Lancer doing the works for that tower. Will drop in the midst of all of this as Hayek or Noya gonna get chased down by the Lance from their brain, and constantly those Illuminates. Goblak still alive. It's gonna be a chase coming for that soon though. Blink forward from Hasta Joe. He really wants to get this. Still has an orb as well. One more hit away from dying. There's just no orb needed. That's gonna be unstoppable for Hasta Joe. It's gonna be Blow Your Brain, who's gonna actually be the last one alive there, even though everybody's up again, but he's the only one that actually didn't die in that encounter. We have 7 for 16 in favor of 3D Max. And they're just keeping all the pressure. Noya now getting his BKB complete. Hasta Joe, Blink Dagger, as I said. Let's see if we can find some more items. We have got a BKB being built up by the Sand King. And they need to do something against that silence from Silencer, from Scandal. A Gem of Truth set up on an Enchantress. Who needs words when you have got a gem, right? And that's gonna be all she broke. Yeah, Darkseer picking up the mechanism, so that's gonna be that. Let's see if we can find some new items up on Empire. No new item, no new item. I'm kind of curious to see still what Scandal's gonna go for. I mean, normally we'd expect something like a Force Staff, or so a Force Staff, or something like a Rod of Athos or something like that. But he doesn't really have anything just yet. He died 4 times. Of course, he's not really in a happy place right now, but still, I'm quite surprised to see I'm not having anything just yet. It's 19 minutes in, and for a solo mid, it's way past time for that. So we have a mechanism also up on Goblak, so he has that one complete. Phantom Lancer in the meantime, we already saw as the Fusel Blade, and Drums them also as Funnick. He's gonna get himself some drums as well, as Roshan is gonna get taken down by 3D Max. And there's really nothing that Empire can do about this at this stage. The only thing they have is a Phantom Lancer. This is their hope of survival. Blow Your Brain hasn't died yet, and this hero can be doing so much later on. And I hate to say it, but he can really solo the entire team later on in the game, depending on how farmed exactly 3D Max is gonna get before Blow Your Brain is gonna be big enough to farm and to fight. Yeah, and he actually has a higher net worth than his opposing team, and that's quite something considering the amount of towers that's down on the side of Empire. So he's out farming his opponents, and even without the extra tower gold that his opponent team already has. Gyrocopter though, is he gonna go for that rapier build? Would be all over for Empire if he gets that fairly fast. He could of course still be going for something standard like an MKB or something, but we actually see Gyrocopters going for rapiers fairly early before, like beyond just picking it up late game to do it like all or nothing kind of style. But a Divine Rapier up on Gyrocopters is very viable because your flat cannon hits everything, and your rapier gets calculated into that. Let's see this for a second, because I know that a lot of people want to see also the kills, death deaths and assists. Well, the only thing that's really standing out is that, of course, Lawyer Brain hasn't died yet, and I mean, Hester Joe has been in quite a few kills. He's been in 12 out of the 16 kills so far, and he picked up a Dagon. Now, that is something I just don't see every day. More burst damage is what he thought. And of course, I mean, it's great to have. I mean, if you're silenced, because of the silencer, you're still going to be able to use items. And that's something that might be coming unaware for Scandal or something like that. That could be very nice. We're gonna see how it's gonna work out. 3k gold already up on Blow Your Brain again. He is really doing nicely for himself. He's gonna be going towards the bottom lane again, because that's where he wants to be. That's where he grew up. That's where he got big. It's his home ground. In the meantime, Hayek, yeah, building towards that BKB still, of course. He wants to be able to channel his ultimate without getting interrupted. I don't blame him. And just having that Blink Dagger wouldn't really guarantee that, but having a BKB kind of would. Jesus. Oh, sorry. Hayek is gonna die. I think Funnick really wanted the kill. And I think Hayek is not really that high level just yet, and he just took a level 2 Sonic Wave to the face. And just jumping in there. Annoyance. With the scream. As the urn is, we already started up actually. Let's see what they're doing, because they're sticking together, and even Phantom Lancer is here, so maybe this is the time where Empire says, we're ready, we have got themselves a Reaver, so it's gonna go for a heart. And they might just want to try and take down all the towers now. I think they'll get the heart with the towers that go down. But there's gonna be a fight going on. Dream Coil hits up on 2. Impetus still doing a lot of damage. Up on Funnick, that's gonna be a double kill for Noya. And they're gonna go for Scandal, who won't be able to stay alive either. That's 4 down, and that's Blow Your Brain once again. The only one to stay alive. Is he gonna be able to stay alive this time as well? I'm not sure. He's getting chased down still. The silence is there, but they know they can't chase him. Okay, no. They won't be able to kill him up. Kill him off. But that is, oh god, that was Empire saying, we're gonna take your tower or you fight us, and they fought them and they died, and the Dream Call was good, and then came the Gyrocopter call down, and the Impetus doing massive damage from the sidelines. It was quite insane. The only upside is that the game is still only 23 minutes in, so 3D Max they can't really push in any further than just a tier 2, because yeah, all of Empire is already alive again. But that was quite insane, and that wasn't even the Aegis taken. That wasn't even anybody going down on 3D Max. With now the gold graph going more and more in favor of 3D Max, it is gonna be more and more case that Blow Your Brain is gonna be farming up so much. Did you actually hear the police outside? I didn't think you'd hear that. Okay, well that's a new feed for my house. Yes, police and ambulances go through here quite a bit, so get used to it. Wait, Gyrocopter gets a kill on Shrek. And an MKB. Phew. Ha. Happy times. But that was a Shrek slightly out of position apparently. Should not step out of your base. Like, that stairs is where you should be sticking around with. In the meantime, he teleports top, pushes back the lane.
Dire's top tower is under
and making sure that Blow Your Brain is gonna have to farm elsewhere. Dagon. Dagon. In the meantime, it's gonna be Hayek still building towards the BKB. Even with that fight, not really getting that much gold. We have got ourselves Darkseer, gonna probably be going for a Shiva's Guard. Not going for a pipe this game. I mean, yes, there's a lot of magical damage with the Illuminate and the Sonic Wave, but having a pipe is I mean, right now they need to worry more about the Phantom Lancer than anything else. They've killed everything else. They've not killed the Phantom Lancer, and if you can then land that the Sheever's Guard, that is very important to do in that fight, just to slow him down a bit and to make sure that you can actually get a chance to catch up with him and to do some extra damage to his illusion, so you know who's the right one. Aghanim's being built up by Enchantress in the meantime, as they're gonna get ganked. Here comes Blow Your Brain. Who's he gonna go for first? They're sticking around here, and it's actually the Gem of True Sight that is no longer up on the Enchantress. Lance hits Blow Your Brain, gonna chase this down. And that's gonna be Enchantress going down, the rest of his team, yeah.
To my heart.
Abandoning the ship. Has a joke and orb himself out. Burst strike out,
Radiant's
surge
top
herself out.
tower has fallen.
In the meantime, though, it was Noya that was still on the top line, picks up a tier 2 tower. Already got 2700 gold again. As I guess the gem is. Yeah, the gem is up on ace. There we go.
Radiant's top tower
TPR from Goblak to make sure that he can. Oh, they're actually gonna go for this. They're gonna go for this. He's gonna try to TP out. Should be able to do so though. Yep. That's the one thing that this combination doesn't have. Stuns. Apart from if you, of course, run with the mana leak up on you, but you know, if you TP, you can't run. There she is. Gold graph going towards the 10k, experience graph 12k. And it's still it's still not over for Empire yet. Phantom Lancer. Heart complete. And he is gonna be so annoying to deal with. I do feel like 3D, they should be trying to take the game fairly soon if they want to have a chance against the Phantom Lancer. Or they should purchase more sheepsticks because they don't have any yet. Maybe even Darkseer is gonna go for a sheepstick rather than going for a Shiva's Guard. Both would be good, but just that Hex to shut down the real Phantom Lancer if you see him might be enough to deal with that. I mean, they only need really one good fight at that time and no buyback up on the Phantom Lancer. We've got a disconnect from Goblak because he was lag. He was lagging. We have a Yasha up on the Gyrocopter, so it's going to go for Mantis Sound. Okay, that's a lot of annoying noise for that guy right there, Lashrak. I mean, no wonder he died. He died 8 times in this game already, so 21 kills for 3D Max, and 8 times it's up on the Lashrak, and he's got 2 bracers and boots. It's 2. That's French for that's all. That's it. Sorry, my French is a bit crappy. Happens sometimes. I'm gonna drink some water while the pause is going on. There. Oh yeah, that's CP sound. We didn't want to hear that. Yeah, we're gonna have, of course, Goblak building towards a 4-staff standard issue for for Keeper of the Lights. Blur Your Brain, on the other hand, I mean, what's he gonna get next? Probably a Mantis Tower or something like that. Mantis Tower would be a good item right now. More illusions potential. More chance to take down those towers that are still standing, by the way. Cat sounds. Sorry for cat sounds, if you hear those. He is doing all fine, don't worry. It's gonna be a Orchid for Queen of Pain. I mean, they need to do something against... They need to disable more, apparently. More silences. And they need to maybe shut down Gyrocopter a bit more. Maybe. I'm not sure who they're gonna shut down, because everything is needed to shut down. Enchantress might be the target then. No more impetuses. Those do more damage than you might think, by the way. I mean, just leaving her alone, like, normally she's standing at the back and she's not doing that much. But if she's standing at the back and shooting impetuses at you, she is doing a lot, and it's hard to get to her because she's like at the back of the fight. It's still fairly easy to be killed, and that's something that Summertime can actually do, or Funnick in that case. And of course the same thing can be said for Goblak, because his Illuminate will do a lot of damage to her as well. Having said that, one Illuminate won't kill her off, and then she pops her Nature's Attendance and she'll be back to full in no time. And healing up team members that come to the back of the fight as well to, you know, find sanctuary near her. And all that happens in a split second. There we go. This is a long pause. I wonder what he's doing. If my internet lags, luckily it doesn't anymore, I would restart my modem or router, whichever it is. And then it would be back up again in about 2 minutes time. Something like that. Yeah. I think the 2 minutes are over because I see the chat talking about me drinking water. And I drank water during the pause, so that means the 2 minutes are already over. Means I'm gonna be able to drink some water again because I'm thirsty still. There we go. Okay, that TP sound really, really annoying. Here, I have some numbers to look at in the meantime. Take a look at the gold per minute, most importantly. Look at that Shrek. Poor, poor soul. I mean, normally, little Shrek as support Shrek is not bad, and I mean that goes for all supports. The thing about the supports from Empire though, I mean you have got Shrek and a Keeper of Light. Keeper of Light is one of those heroes that even as support can get quite a bit of farm because he has got that Illuminate that can clean out creep waves. For Shrek, however, I mean yes he can clean out creep waves, but not as easily, and he has to risk his own life a bit more than a Keeper of Light would. And more importantly, the supports in general get their gold most from towers. And what is Empire lacking? Yeah, they only took down 2 towers rather than taking down 3 more to be even with 3D Max. Because 3D Max are 3 towers ahead. And apparently you have to follow Funnick on Twitter to get porn pics. Interesting. But the goal per minute on the Phantom Lancer is still highest in the game. No, it's not. It is actually Noya. Noya has the highest goal per minute. I wish I understood Russian sometimes. But then again, I wish I understood a lot of times. That reminds me, I saw someone on Reddit. He was making a app or add-on, something like that, to put in Dota 2, so that if someone talked Russian, like here, or it doesn't only go for Russian, like go for everything, and then there would be a translating saying it said there. How about that? That would be so awesome. No more communication issues in a game that requires so much communication. I like that. I love what some people are able to do with computer stuffies. I wish I was that handy. But then again, I wish a lot of things. Apparently, I wish I was understanding Russian. I also wish I was a pro at Photoshop. That would be amazing. Like really a pro. Able to do everything. Understand all the abilities. Knowing exactly what you could make. Like for example, then let me just quickly bring that up. That's not the one I have. Let me just quickly bring that up as we go to the right with the thingy. No, sorry for the sounds. Since it's a pause anyway, you know, might as well do this. Wait, this is not the right one. I have to click that one. And then we go to StarLadder things, and we pick up this one. So, like this is the scores. Like if I was pro with Photoshop, this would look a whole lot better. But hey, since we're here anyway, this is the standings for StarLadder so far. If you want to find out for yourself, by the way, you go to StarLadder.tv, that's where I got them as well. So the teams get 3 points for each win that they get. 0 points if they lose, and they have to play 15 games in total. And the top 4 go to LAN, as you say on the sidelines. So we already have got Virtus Pro ahead now with 9 points. I have to say, Fnatic, they just won a game as well, so they are going to be up there together with Virtus Pro, also having 4 games played. They're going to be even with them. So that one is not updated just yet. And this game will determine if Empire is going to be unscratched still, or if they're going to be having their first loss. 3D Max, it will, I mean, vice versa. Are they going to be continuously scratched, or are they going to get their first win? That's the question for this game, and I have to say, 3D Max, they're still looking very strong. I'm still a bit anxious for that Phantom Lancer for 3D Max, though. I mean, we've seen it happen. Everything can happen with that Phantom Lancer, but so far they're on the right path. They just have to make sure they keep on the pressure. At the same time, we do know that Phantom Lancer still hasn't died yet and has a heart, so it's going to be even harder to kill him off. But yeah, I would like to be good at Photoshop to make this look very slick. Unfortunately, I'm not very pro at that. And by the way, the thing that most people are probably surprised about is that Na'Vi still hasn't won a game yet. They've only played 2 out of the 15 though, so you know, still a lot of hope for them to get to that top 4. But they have played 2 matches, one up against Power Rangers, and one up against Fnatic. And both of those they lost. So they still have a lot of teams to take on. And we know that they can do it, but they haven't shown it yet in StarLadder. So that's me dropping the scoreboard away again. There we go. And oh, look at that! Connect back in. How about that for timing? How about that? I didn't plan it that way. It was just happening. He is on Skype, was said earlier. I didn't even see that. So they are ready. Is Empire ready is the question. Keylogs don't tell lies in my chat. I'm not Russian and I didn't model, and I'm also not born in 92. And I'm not Russian if I didn't say that yet. I did say that now. Come on, you're back, Godlike. You can do this. We know you can. We know you can. You can do it. Go on. Go. You can do it. Oh, my cat thinks I'm talking to him. I'm gonna talk normal again. Go. Cool. So, 3D Max, they're gathering on the bottom lane. We do have a nice line drawn by Noya on the bottom lane. They want to go, like, apparently they want to go this... something like that. A little bit more straightforward. Wow. Wow, Ace. Like, okay, you know what? We're gonna take your tower and there's a nice wall to make sure you're not coming for us. So apparently that line didn't make sense that much. I mean, they just took down the tower. Was the last tower standing on the side of Empire that was actually outside of their base? And it's yeah, it's gonna be a lot more gold going away with 3D Max. I mean, I have to say, we know kind of what this game is about. It's gonna be, is 3D Max able to take on the Phantom Lancer? That's what it's gonna end up with. And in the meantime, Empire decides to put down their own pressure right here. They can do that, to be fair. They've got 4 people here. They're gonna be getting soon. Ace gonna be here too. There comes the silence, or flying through. Global silence going off, but the BKB is on. Cooldown coming down. Sonic Wave up at the top. It's gonna be Hester to Rotten that dies. First Ace gonna be on the way out. Gonna be going down as well. 2 for 2 for now as a lands hit on Aramita. And that's gonna be him trying to get away. Homing missile up on Blow Your Brain. Can he actually escape from this? He should be able to. He's got another double walk. Rocket Barrage goes off. And now he goes down! Monster kill, triple kill for Noya, and he doesn't even sweat. He did pick up the Gem of Crusade. His Aegis did get popped apparently. Or just, actually no, it ran out. Never mind, didn't have an Aegis. What am I talking about? But I really thought Empire was having that. They were starting out so well. They picked up Hester Joe. They picked up the Darkseid. They picked up Ace. But then all of a sudden, hello Noya and hello triple kill, and that's gonna be tier 3 tower. It is only the one that's still dead is gonna be Blow Your Brain, so maybe they're not even gonna get a tower, as yeah, Noya has to be careful. You're gonna get silenced up and gonna be getting away from that one. But okay, I just summarized it for you, that it's about if 3D Max can take on the Phantom Lancer. I think they can. So now it's gonna come down to if Empire can orchestrate it enough so that the Phantom Lancer is not gonna go down and is gonna be there in time of the fight, and they're gonna be shutting down that Gyrocopter enough. So that means sheep sticks or more silences or something that can stop them. There is an Orchid now upon Funnick. BKB being built up by the silencer apparently is. I mean, Scandal really hasn't had an easy time here. It's not good. This was a solo mid silencer, but look at his farm. Where is it? It is not there. And we check out the net worth and we see him being lower than the offlane Queen of Pain. That is something that shouldn't happen. Now I have to say, of course, it is a bit of a tryout to try out a silencer solo mid. And apparently for the second time up against 3D Max, maybe in a scrim also, because as Joe was pointing out at the start.
You have done great service.
But this time knowing how to deal with that. Sentry ward gonna get cleared out. Only just got placed down though. I mean, both teams know that Roshan is up against, so that's what they're gonna go for. And let's see who's gonna be getting ahead for that one. Illusion of Phantom Lancer coming in. Nice silence. Has Joe just popping in and out with the blink and an orb away. Illusion stolen. This is nice. Having your own Phantom Lancer illusion to create your own Phantom Lancer illusions with. Look at that! They got your own illusion! Oh, you got your own illusion, isn't that nice? This is interesting. He just stuck around the invisible one. I was quite surprised if that was intentional or not. Well, that's gonna be the Roshan going down. And surprise, Noya picks up the Aegis. Now let's see what Empire can do with this Phantom Lancer still. I mean, previous fight that they intended to take didn't work out as intended. And now they're gonna be up against the full-on force of 3D Max who intend to take a fight and who have gotten Aegis. And who are just gonna go for the mid lane most likely and gonna try to do what they can. They've got a Mantis Helmet also up on the Gyrocopter. They've got a Blink Dagger up on the Sand King. No BKB, just a casual Ogre Club. Illuminate flying through because it can.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And that's gonna be fortification already down, so they don't have to deal with that. Or flying through, land sitting left and right. Noya gonna be able to deal with that though. And one actually gets turned around. Illuminate gonna almost kill it off. But I like that from the Enchantress. I really like that. I mean, we all already know that like Shadow Demon is a nice one to create your own illusions of the Phantom Lancer with, but I mean Enchantress, you just pick up one of them. There goes the Dream Coil and the Burrow Strike Epicenter. Blow your brain. Gonna be forced up forward into safety by his team. But will 3D Max take no for an answer? Apparently not. They come in. Cooldown coming down. Sonic Wave over the top. Funnick already blinking himself away. And it's 3D Max that all they get is a death on there. Darkseer, and they back off. Ace dying, of course, there with a Sonic Wave over his head. In the meantime, Illusions on the top lane pushing back slightly the tier 3 tower. So they don't even get that much out of it, as in they just trade damage on tier 3 towers. And that was just perfectly baited by Empire, those abilities, and getting that kill up on Ace. And then 3D Max, they couldn't go in anymore because they had used everything, the BKBs, the call down. And yeah, they still got the Aegis, great. But they don't really have those abilities anymore. The Epicenter was also, actually wasn't used. It was just a Burrow Strike, I think. My bad. I think I called out Epicenters. Gold graph sticking even. Now the one thing that we've learned is that if you're behind on gold and you keep the gold graph even, you're actually English. You're actually getting ahead. Wow, my English is amazing. We've got the experience also being kept quite even right now. As a 3D Max, they're not really farming too much anymore. They're just like they're done. But they don't want to wait until that Phantom Lancer is even bigger than he already is. They want to go, and they've got the BKBs again. They've got the ultimates again, and they are ready. The only thing that misses is the Darkseer wall, but that's going to be up again in 7 seconds. Last word coming out, but that's only for a short period of time. They want to go for the towers anyway. Fortification is there again if they want to have it. Blow your brain, sending some lances too, but that's gonna be only illusions that Ermita can take care of, can pick up if she wants to. Just harassment for now, as yeah, that was a Centaur trying to take down the tower. Fortification is still there. In the meantime, bottom lane is gonna get pressured as well. This is summertime, sorry, Funnick, as well. Silent trying to clean out. That means that there's only 3 here. 3D Max, they're well aware of that. Another last word going through. Flak cannon hitting, but that's gonna be tower going down. Noya, he has that Aegis. He's not afraid to take damage here. Illuminate gonna continuously flying through. In the meantime, the TPs were already back, so it's already 5 back again for Empire in their base. Mantis Helmet being popped. Girls going through, and that's gonna be Noya's Aegis gone. He didn't seem to care all that much. Silence off there. There goes the Rocket Barrage. Blink in, silence. Hits on 2, but BKB activated. Sonic Wave. Hits on 2. Hesta Joe is going to be the one that's going to be taking a lot of damage there. Noya though also have forced to pop his BKB. But now Hesta Joe. Illuminate misses him barely. Another phase shift as a blink from Phonics and misses him, so that's good for him. Mechanism being used, and 3D Max are forced to back out once again, this time though with a small prize of the tier 3 tower, but no hero deaths yet. Blow your brain out though, might die. Impetus, oh, so close. Mechanism helping him out, he might still die though, but Double Walk helping out. They're trying to chase him down. Can they find him? They know where he is. There he is. They have got the burst like in just a second. There he goes. One more hit and he does go down. In the meantime, Goblin also go down. But Phantom Lasher, he buys back. He's back here in the moment. In the meantime, Noya bashing on the barracks. But he knows that Blow Your Brain is going to be here any second again. So he pops his Mountain Style and he backs up just like the rest of his team should. No? No? No. There's Curses up. There it goes back. They go for the barracks. They get the barracks as well. Flak Cannon helping out, forcing everybody back. And now they back off for real this time, I hope. Still the last hits. It is Ace that's going to be the target, but he's going to be safe. TP out already from the puck. As to Joe being safe, Ace being safe, and everybody being safe. And it is not Empire that's chasing down. And this. I mean, it was a slow siege, but they got it. They got it. I mean, I have to say, it's on the edge though. It's on the edge of having the Empire Blow Your Brain being way too big to deal with. But they get it. Slight overextension from Empire cost Blow Your Brain his life, and that is going to be the set of Rex going down. The buyback, of course, was still there, but the time that they got in between, just a small period of time, is all they needed. Imagine what would happen if Blow Your Brain actually died with no buyback ready. Be that either gold or on cooldown. That would be almost game. And that's the thing about Empire's lineup right now. They only have that one hero that can save their asses. I mean, yeah, the rest helps. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Phonic is doing an amazingly well job as well, especially considering how difficult of a start he had. He was doing, he's doing well, and the BKB X phase and the Sonic Waves going through every time, good and solid, etc. So it's nice to have him, but it is the Phantom Lancer that's gonna be doing all the works. We have Leshrac actually ready for split pushing there. Picked himself up, boots of travel. So gonna be ready to TP into a tier 3 just in case. Maybe they can get something off the back of something happening in their own base. Something like that. Now we have indeed Manstyle being built up by Blow Your Brain. As expected, as I called out earlier. It's the right one to pick up right now. Sheeva's guard indeed up on the Darkseer, so no sheep sick there. BKB now completed up by Hayek after that last fight. And we do have puck building towards the sheep sick though, so Hesse Joe will have that. If they find out the real one, they find out the real Phonic, who BKBs blinks himself out and TPs out. In the meantime though, the rest of his team is still there, so Phonic, I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do. It will be Silent already going down. Goblak looking for an exit, will be able to find one just like Blow Your Brain though, or will not be able to find one. Actually, Blink, Burrow Strike hits, and that is gonna be Goblak, probably gonna go down. I don't think he's gonna be able to survive Noya's last hits right now. One more hit to go. Boom! Godlike! Because he hasn't died yet either. Did I not? Eh? What? Noya hasn't died yet. I remember myself saying that there was only the Phantom Lancer that hadn't died yet. Or was it a previous game? Maybe that was the previous game. Noya hasn't died yet. He is doing nicely for himself. Cooldown coming down. Burrow Strike. Blow Your Brain. Trouble. Forced up forward into safety. Or is it enough? Finds safety at his tower. Or does he? Tries to go for Hayek. Hayek has to back up with his BKB armor. Blow Your Brain is going to get picked up. And now he doesn't have a buyback. And this is going to be a second lane of racks. And it's a bit of a massive fight for Empire. I mean, they were on the top lane. With Phonic starting it all off. And then Silent dying on the sidelines. Blow Your Brain going down as well. As Goblak. And Scandal not able to do anything here. And Blow Your Brain just gonna get chased down, caught out. And it's gonna be another set of rags. 3D max. And all they need to do is kill off Blow Your Brain and they get it. That's all they needed to do. Buyback status is there for a lot of people, but not for... Ooh, Sonic Wave over the 3-man split. Nice one. Ace is gonna die as well, or will he? No, he won't. He's gonna be able to stay alive. Burrow Strike still up on Silencer. Scandal goes down as Goblin has already dropped Silent. Gonna get a set up on Noya, but it will not be enough. It is gonna be a double kill going the way of Noya. And the last one alive is gonna be Phonic, and the GGs get called, so that will mean that is gonna be the first win for 3D Max in StarLadder Season 5 Day 6, and it's gonna be the first loss for Empire for StarLadder Season 5. And actually, I have to say, I mean, if you're gonna get a first win for StarLadder, you might as well do it up on Empire. I mean, it's one of the hardest enemies to take down right now. So I have to say, impressed by 3D Max. They are doing they did a performance, or they performed solidly. Wow, English is hard today. But that's a GG, and that's 3D Max getting 3 points, Empire getting 0 points, and that actually puts the only team without any points. Let me quickly check that for a second as I throw something on the floor. That shouldn't happen. No, it's not the only team without any points. It's gonna be Navi and No Tide until they both don't have any points. That's it. So, this was actually the last game for StarLadder for tonight. We're gonna have more games coming up tomorrow, as I do believe that tomorrow, I'm actually gonna check that for just to be sure. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have Empire taking on Navi. So we're gonna have a game between those two giants, or at least I should still call them giants. Yeah, I mean everybody can have off days. But yeah, we're gonna have that one. It's gonna be the second game of the day though. That one is Empire Navi is gonna start at 6. While El Pride is gonna be having a match up against Power Rangers at 5. Should also be a great match to watch, by the way. So make sure you tune in for them for that one, as I am casting all the StarLadder games. So don't worry about missing anything. My name is Sheever. If you wanna watch any games that I casted in the past, including of course all StarLadder matches, you go to youtube.com/SheeverGaming. Please subscribe while you're there, as well as following me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/SheeverGaming, or follow me on Twitch, or subscribe to me on Twitch, on twitch.tv/SheeverGaming, or like me on Facebook, or on facebook.com/SheeverGaming. I know, I'm very original with names. Anyway, let's jump ourselves out of this game. I'm gonna give you some commercials, and I'm gonna find out if there's anything next for you to watch, and where you should go. Actually, I know what you should watch, and I'm gonna tell you right after this outro. Be right back.